Guys, feeling here back with more.
Helena's plans are working. Yes, Helena is
Horizon.
consistently being
Listen to the
included in
podcast.
talks
We're going to do
of
the Gemini
who they
quest
should bring
here.
in,
Wrap it up. Probably
as
do all that
is
remains
Kevin,
because if
and
we don't do the optional dialogue, that should be pretty quick.
Jess.
And
So,
yeah, that
are
might
there
be it for
misfits
today.
in the house? I mean, theoretically, right? The sort of perception is that Kevin and Jess are kind of misfits, and that's what's going on. Kyle, yes. So Kyle did say that he trusts. So Kyle trusts Herman a lot more than Moose. He's just still worried that Herman is the kind of player that will eventually want to flip on them and take out the big targets. But for now, he is definitely trusting Herman and wanting to work with Herman.
That'll work.
Did we already know that Kyle knew Moose outside the house? People suspected it in the preseason because, again, I think that they were following each other on social media, but we still don't even really know the full extent of how they knew each other exactly, but they did know each other to some degree. Of the Guys Alliance, who do I think is the biggest target right now if somebody outside of them wins HOH? The biggest target, I mean, it's probably Marty, really. I mean, it's just a matter of does the rest of the house get to a position where they feel like Marty comes around on the other side? He's not a big enough target because he is too much of a target. Gino is probably the least targeted person, and
some kind
the person
of
that is
chamber.
least likely to be targeted.
Festus is up to something, all right?
Kyle, I think, is somebody that could theoretically be targeted. They're trying to push Moose out in front. Herman, I think, is very, very safe. Herman is pretty good. The only person targeted Herman is Moose.
I bet that's where Festus is hiding too.
So, in terms of the guys and the list of how likely they are to be targeted, I'd probably say like Marty number 1, Moose, or maybe even Moose number 1, Marty number 2, Kyle number 3, and then like Gino and Herman, or Herman and Gino. And then Josh is.
Looks like they're.
I mean, Josh is not with them, right? So I'm not including him in that group. But Josh is definitely somebody that can go up on the block, but he's not with the bro crew. So it would be by a different. I mean, the bros themselves are going to end up targeting Josh, and they have top. If I were in the house, who would I want as my final two? I mean, Marty is not a bad final two, not to bring to the final two necessarily, but to have Marty locked in as your final two, like Marty is just such a straightforward player. You're never gonna have to worry about it, and he's gonna always take like full attention to himself, and he's winning competitions, and he's loyal. So it's like very like that's a great ally to have in the game. Somebody that reliable. But you know, I'd be working with the Jess.
What if you bypass the processor?
I really like that. I really like players that think the way that they do.
I think it could.
But in terms of who you should want to bring to the final two, I would say right now you would probably like think about who has the least chance of like winning a final two jury vote. I would say maybe, and honestly, I think Tanisha's a great ally as well. I think Tanisha's another one like Marty, where she's always going to be like loyal to her people. And that's always super valuable to have.
Thanks.
But I would say the person least likely to win a jury vote right now is probably Betty. Probably Betty or Stephanie. But the thing is, like, if Stephanie gets there, I think she'll win a little bit of respect because she's already being looked at so much. Whereas Betty right now, the talk of the town is that Betty, she's bad at competitions. She's now being used as a pawn. It's not looking great. Whereas, you know, even people like Jess and Kevin, even though they're not respected right now, if they got to the end, it would be like, how did they do that? Whereas Betty didn't feel like she was probably dragged at this point. But definitely could change. It's very early, and I don't think anybody's like a complete loss in terms of juries. Have people been misgendering Jay a lot? So this is something that comes up a lot, that Marty in particular has the most trouble with it, and he's explained that, you know...
Is this the cauldron with the water and stuff, or was that like a side one? I genuinely don't remember.
My understanding is that it's a little more
Any
difficult
ideas?
to work with it.
I'll see what I can do.
to get it right. But he has been making an effort, and anytime anybody gets anything wrong, there's always somebody there to quickly correct them. If somebody says he, they go them. Oh, sorry, them. So I would say that they're all putting the effort in. How can the other side of the house take a shot at Kyle, Gino, Marty? Win. Win and take the shot is what you have to do. Who was the one that initially made the idea that there's another side of the house against Marty to make of Betty? I mean, Kevin really sort of tried to make Marty suspicious as much as possible. Marty was already on that idea. Marty is kind of a paranoid player, as we've seen, and he's often thinking that people are much more against him than they actually are, as we've seen many times. So I would say that Marty already kind of thought it, had played into it, and so it started to really sort of solidify, and it's even sort of spread to Marty's allies. People like Kyle and Gino are also sort of feeling that way now as well. And again, like all this talk of like, oh, they all scattered after the veto ceremony. They had to change their plans. Like, it's not really what happened, but the perception is that it did. Who's playing the best game so far? Tune in tonight. Round table. We'll see who has the best rating. Does Josh still have a window to get back in with people? Yes, I definitely think so.
Well, I'd better not get comfortable.
Will he is the question. You know, he's in this position where he's not doing it, and if he hasn't done it yet, he probably won't. But that doesn't mean that he can't. We have seen some players change their social sort of strategies before. So I definitely think the window is still wide open. Like I said, I think he's got the skills to do it, so all he needs to do is start turning it on, and I think he can be okay. He has to turn it on first. Josh is not really in the power structure at all. He's kind of clinging on with the 7, but even then, it's not great. Has anyone compared how Kevin is playing to Kaiser Sose? Yes, I mean, that's what Kevin talks about all the time. He says that people either see him as really dumb or some secret evil genius mastermind, and this is somewhere in the middle, which is...
Please tell me you're getting close.
Jess is definitely lucky that Marty won HOH, but you do think they played relatively well. I agree. They've been playing much better this week than I think they did the previous week. And even just the first couple nights of Beats versus now, there's a huge difference in their social standing in the house. I think that those first couple of nights we saw them particular, and we still see these situations sometimes where they kind of stick their foot in their mouth, but it happened a lot more often the first few nights of the Beats versus now. And I think the difference is that those first few nights, they were still feeling very uncomfortable, very unwelcome. And they've made some inroads now. They're feeling a little more comfortable. And because of that, people are coming around and things are working a little better.
I'm assuming this isn't the water one then.
Gino's final 2 is Kyle. That is the case.
Oh, here we go again.
Will anyone confront Kevin about putting himself down too much? I think so. I think people
I'll
will.
try to get your access
Summer, I
back.
think, is the most likely. Who would put Jess up at this point? Honestly, not many people. Maybe Herman. Herman might do it. Just, Herman, it's a great way to keep all of his groups together. Jess is something that he has put up before, so I can see Herman. Would Jess target Herman? Very possible. It depends on, what kind of alliances they end up included in. Kyle mentioned Jess as a possible option to join this group with Herman, so we'll see if that goes anywhere. Let's see. Anything else? Who is Jess loyal to? Again, I feel like Jess is not particularly loyal to anyone. I do think that Jess and Kevin, if possible, will try to save Jay. If the option is available, they would love to save Jay. But if Jay goes, I think they like each other to a degree. They're working together something else, but not much else. Do I think Kevin, Jess, and Helena will win the HOH? I think they'll probably all try. Will they win the game? I think they have a chance. But, Alright, I think that's about what we've got here for today. Thank you all so much for joining me, though. I hope you enjoyed the solo dolo update here today. Again, I'm really enjoying the game right now. It's very fluid, it's very interesting. This is usually what we see in the first couple of weeks of the game. So I love how many people are playing. They're playing hard. They're moving around. They're trying to make things work. It's good stuff. I hope it continues. I hope we continue to see this happen. And to me, the key is that the competition so far has been very good. They've been very equal playing field. And everybody's had a chance to win these competitions. If that continues, I think we're going to see a great season. If even just like a couple of the upcoming HOH competitions or competitions in general are like just a little too physical, then I think we might be in some trouble, because it's exactly what Kyle and his crew are looking for right now are like just a couple of those competitions to be physical enough that they can win them, and then they're going to start taking people out, and it's going to be too late to turn the tides. So I think we really need these competitions to continue to be equal playing field competitions, because then we're going to see some good TV, I think. So thank you so much for joining me here today. Make sure you come and hang out with me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Aaron Armstrong. I'll be live during every episode. Big Brother Canada 10 and through.
Turn that off.
Be safe.
Okay. I forgot what do we fight here again? Like, it was kind of anticlimactic, if I remember right? Oh, fuck. Slaughter spot. Alright. Oh, wrong one. That's the wrong spot. Okay.
Scan it first. Things on its legs are glowing. I think it's charging up. Finish charging. It's working a plasma. Got plasma on me. It's gonna explode any second.
Although I haven't bought weapons.
I can switch it up.
Oh, they're not having it?
Charging up again.
Oh, fuck off. This fight could have been over a while ago. It's just that I'm trying to get these like really precise shots for like no reason.
Maybe purple.
You did it! There should be one more note to override.
Good. Stand by. I'm sending Hephaestus back to you. No more hiding, Hephaestus!
Got it! Hephaestus is back in the core!
Make sure it stays there. I'm heading back.
And then we can start the merge.
Yeah.
Because of you, Beta. I'm glad you came along. And you, Varl. We couldn't have done any of this without you.
Right back at you, Aloy.
So we go. Ball death. Let's do it.
Aloy, the bypass is done.
The core is stable. Hephaestus is 100% contained. Now we better get started with the merge. It's all set up.
Gaia, establish the link, please.
Done.
Okay, to complete the merge, we need to excise Hephaestus' malicious code. Carefully.
Aloy! Look!
Well, hello, redundant copy. You cost us quite a lot of time. Eric, get Beta. And squash that bug while you're at it. Ooh!
Get behind me.
Come on! Quit screwing around.
Now we're having fun, right?
Finally. Tilda, get Gaia and Hephaestus ready for transport. Tilda!
I failed.
Hush. All is not lost.
Tilda! What the hell are you doing? Stop her!
I can't even see her!
Beta. Varl. Where am I?
Ah, you're awake. You took quite a hit when Gerard attacked you. I imagine you must still be in a great deal of pain. I can assure you that we are safe. The others can't detect us here.
You mean the other Zeniths? You must be Tilda.
I wasn't sure if Beta would have told you about me.
Where is she?
Alive. And while she isn't where she wants to be, not in urgent danger. We must discuss how to get her back, of course, after we've shaken off the cobwebs. When you're ready, take the stairs down the hall and come see me. In the meantime, I'll make breakfast.
Breakfast. Okay. What is this?
Just a few favorites from my collection. Rescued and stored here just before I went off-world. Take a look, if you like. I'm curious to hear your impressions. Done so soon?
I've got more important things to worry about.
There you are. Feeling better?
How did you find us? At the cauldron? And what did you do to everyone right before I passed out?
All business, I see. Well, suffice it to say we were keeping a very close eye on Hephaestus, knowing we would need it at some point. Your ruse didn't fool us, and as for my little trick, it was an overload of the senses, accompanied by an energy discharge. Gerard and Eric were only momentarily disoriented due to their shields, but it rendered you unconscious while I got you out. Perhaps some breakfast might steady you a bit?
This was your house. The one you recreated for Beta, in the data channel you shared.
How perceptive of you. Please, this way.
After everything your people have done, you think I'm just gonna sit down and have a chat with you?
They're not my people. They never were, and especially not now.
You shot off into space with them, and lived with them for 1,000 years before coming back. So what made you suddenly turn on them?
Quite simply, this.
My old focus. You repaired it? But that means you've seen
Incredible things. What you've accomplished in 2 decades of life. A 1,000 years at my back and I haven't even come close. I'm sorry if I invaded your privacy, but I had to. In order to understand. To be enlightened. You truly are Elizabeth's blood. With her drive, her sense of mission, her integrity. Watching all this shamed me for the company that I've kept. Having seen it all, I want is to help you.
Even if it means stopping your friends?
Especially so. Please, sit down. There. That's better. Now, we must recover Beta and Gaia at all costs. By now, you must know that Gerard intends to use Gaia to reboot the Earth's biosphere. Remaking this world to specifications that would only suit us immortals. This process will kill every living thing on the planet. He calls it a clean install.
Not if I stop him first.
Not if we do. And once he and the others are gone, we can work together to fulfill Elizabeth's dream. I'm sure Beta told you that there's a build of the Apollo database on board our ship. A complete collection of human knowledge. With that and Gaia, we could do everything Elizabeth wanted. Heal the biosphere, educate the people of this world, uplift them. Create the world she imagined.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. From what I've seen, your friends are invincible.
I do wish you would stop calling them my friends. And they're not invincible. In fact, a friend of yours has found a way to defeat them.
Silence.
He's been a busy bee, building an army powerful enough to crash through Gerard's precious base.
Regala and her rebels.
Even now, she's preparing a final march on the Tenakth capital. When she wins, she'll have the entire tribe under her control. Hundreds of warriors and machines to throw at the base. She's been duped. They'll all perish, of course. But it should be enough to break Gerard's defenses and allow Silence to kill him. Along with all the others.
Using the new weapon he's developed.
Yes, he's found a way to circumvent our shields. Truly an exceptional man. He's planned for everything. Except you and me. You see, while his army is battering down Gerard's doors, you and I will sneak in through a back way. One that only I know about. While Silence and my friends are busy battling each other, we'll take back Beta and Gaia. I told you I want to help you. I mean it.
First Varl. Now Hikaru and the Tenakth. Your plan would wipe out an entire tribe. There has to be another way.
We are in an admittedly desperate situation, but I assure you there isn't. Remember Zero Dawn. Elizabeth's sacrifice. Sometimes many have to die for a new world to grow.
If it looks impossible, look deeper. Wait. The data channel. It still exists, doesn't it? I need you to open it. Let me talk to Beta.
Impossible. We might be detected.
It's worth the risk. There is another way, one where the Tenakth survive.
But we won't. If the others...
If you want to help, open it. What are they doing to her?
Virtual reality dissociation. The manual merge of Hephaestus will take hours upon hours of tedious micromanagement. If she resists the work, they run simulations to induce feelings of isolation and despair.
Beta, can you hear me?
You're alive. They're watching me. I can't hold up this extra projection for long. You should have killed me.
No. No, look at me. I'm coming for you. I promise. Okay? I just need you to hold on a while longer and work on the merge.
Then I think it can be done.
I'll contact again when it's time. Can you hold on?
As long as I know you're coming for me, I can endure anything.
All right. I did as you asked. Now I think you need to tell me what you're planning.
I'm going to take Silent's army away. I don't need it. Only the weapon he made to penetrate your shields.
And how do you propose to get it? Ask him nicely?
Without Regala and her rebels, he won't have a choice. We'll be his only option.
Only option for what? What did you tell her?
That is between me and my sister. Will be Silent's only option for crashing that base. I'll tell you the rest later. But first, there are a couple of things I have to do.
Oh. And what are those?
Lay my friend to rest. And then I'm going to use the override that Beta gave me at Gemini to put an end to Regala's rebellion. From the air.
Wait. Since you insist on doing things your way, I know of something that will truly help you make a grand entrance with the Tenat. The ancient Horus Titans still possess electromagnetic energy cells as part of their arsenal. Drop one of those on Regala's army and they'll receive quite a surprise. So go, do what you must. I'll come to your base if you manage to bring Silence to the table.
Not if. When. Erend, are you there?
Aloy! Aloy, is that really you?
Yeah, it's me. Where's everyone else?
We're all... We're back at base. What happened?
It might be easier to explain in person. I'll try to join you there when I can.
Okay. We'll wait here for you. It's good to hear your voice, Aloy.
It's so funny how much of the map isn't unfogged. Yeah, let's go. Okay. Oh, I have the fucking land. We'll go there and end. Where's it? There's. I'm debating over if I want to do one more or not.
Just to let you know, I'm now patched into your focus network.
Let me take a look at you, stranger.
I take it the other Zeniths can't hear us?
Of course not. And they don't know about your base either, in case you were wondering. I've sent you data on the Horus energy cells you can use against Regala's forces. Reach out to me when you're ready to acquire one.
Understood.
Okay. Alright. So, yeah, mine's here. Again, we're pretty much at the end of the game. So, we'll wrap it up either tonight. I will wrap it up for sure tonight. It's just a matter of, like, do I do one more episode or not? I think that's the debate, but we'll see. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching.